All right, diving right in here, talk about Ibuka Okori a little bit as far as what he did during the summer league. Do have his stats up as well. Don't have his averages, but I do like it's kind of going from like the most recent game to and backward here, I guess. Finished 27 last game, summer league. 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and a steal, 1 of 5 from three. Um, Before that,
I
14
got the total here if you want.
you got the averages?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, all right, go ahead.
23.3 points, 4.3 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 3 steals, 37% field goal, 17% from three, 88% free throw.
He had 7 steals against the Cavs
Yeah.
in the 12th.
That'll get you on the floor. That'll
So
get you on the
I
floor.
I already I don't like these combo guards, but he got superpower. I think he likes to defend too. So
Yeah.
you're saying on Corey, K, Asar, John Collins, and Jalen Duren, that don't sound like a good lineup. Too
No,
small.
I'm not saying I like it. I think he just might be a little deer in headlights, but I like
Not
his game.
not right away,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
I think
Ease him into it. Yeah.
next season,
Oh,
late next season, something like that.
for sure. No,
Like
I ain't mad at it at all. You said he got superpower, and I agree with that. He is
shifty.
freakishly fast, shifty, got that ball on the string, um, and can seamlessly get to the basket literally whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
Uh, so we just talked about how much we need all these shooters around, but a guy that could do that is not a bad to have around either, just to get his own basket. Um, maybe early on, send him out there with the second unit with the Ron Hollins and the guys who don't really want to score, and just to kind of just have him out there just being a road runner, pushing
Hmm.
into. That's kind of what I see. Shooting percentages, I didn't die. They are alarming. I didn't dive into them that
Okay.
much. Um,
Summer league.
yeah, because it's summer league, and I think you're not going to play as freely out there, with Cade and everybody else when you're the focal. They're trying to see what you can do.
Hmm.
So, um, not abysmal. They weren't brownie bad, but no, I'm sorry, they weren't like they were,
You,
they
you
weren't
you
like
can see like a lot of the
yeah,
shots he was taking, like
for sure.
getting to his spots.
Missing at the rim, missing
Yeah,
at the
'cause I heard in the interview he said he was like, this is his first time playing 5-on-5, literally since like his last game in college, which was in like March. So you go through all these workouts and you get thrown on a team. Yeah, like 4 or 5 months later, it can be a little tough, but like what we saw for sure. I mean, I see the vision. I'm on board. Trajan, I think it's been a successful off season. I like the draft pick. It's growing on me. I'm looking forward to seeing just what some of these lineups and stuff look like and just what will look like offensively this season.
3 steals. Just to highlight that again, is 3 steals a game is quite impressive, and just kind of think about it again. It instantly makes me think of the fact that they said he had like a 6'9" wingspan, or six
Hmm.
foot eight wingspan, whatever it was. He was freakishly long armed compared to how tall he is.
Right.
And so that's how he's deflecting all those passes and whatnot. So no, I like what we have there. Just another good project on the bench. I like all of our projects. Is one way I put it. I like
For sure.
um, even the question marks. I see what we're doing. Like you said, I see the vision. So
Hmm. Yeah.
um, the vision I'm not seeing is what exactly Duran is seeing. I think, and I think both of us would say we are pro player. We want these players to get paid in all sports. These owners got enough money. I think we all agree with that. But it sitting here heading into August, and it looks like it's a stalemate. There's no other money out there in the NBA for you. You flirted with a couple of teams. They've already made big moves, spent all their money. It just makes me wonder, what are you doing? And how far are you willing to take this? So I guess kind of, what are your thoughts on this, on the during thing, and
Yeah.
where do you see this ending up?
It's unfortunate. This is a rude awakening. Like I think this is like one of the toughest. Like you think your market is something and it's not. And but you're at a point to where like you're like I just wish we would know the numbers. I just wish we knew the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
because he just felt so disrespected by what the Pistons offered him. He's not getting that from anybody else. Like something's, now it's like
I know.
you should start to look like it's on him now. And it's tough because you like I before we jumped on the accolades, I said the accolades don't really match the production. You had about 7, 8 superstars that didn't play enough games this year or out for the entire season that, might have got that third team nod over him if they did play. That's no like I mean that's no fault of his own. I mean I think he played. I think it was so crazy. I think people were just so like what drove people crazy. The same Cavs team he played in regular season he had 33 and like 13. He sees him for a full series and he can't. He just looks like he just like fell off the face of the earth pretty much. So it's unfortunate because we're gonna see how things turn out because if he just wants to like get money and like not be in Detroit anymore, like in maybe not the playoffs, okay, but. How fractured is the relationship where he won't even come back and sign what he was offered with us?
Yeah. And to bring up your first point, as far as if he just wants to ball out and get money and don't care about winning, okay, there's I guess I can understand that, but the money's not out there for you, bro. Like it's just not because you would have signed in Sacramento if it was there. You would have went with the Lakers. Or you would have went, you know, if I would have been mad, but if he took a similar deal to what we offered him for the Lakers, I mean, how can you really be mad at him? He's 22.
Right.
You want to be, but it's like at
Yeah.
this point, I don't know where you can,
He's moved on.
yeah, muster up his money from. The Pistons seem to have said, as far as I can know, who knows what these Twitter people are saying, but that we aren't open really to a sign and trade with them. We're going to demand something like very high power back or high caliber back, and that's just not out there for you.
Hmm.
So I don't really know where this goes, and as time goes on, I think it's to his demise because teams are only going to get more finalized. Teams, money's going to dry up quicker, and he's too young to try to take this into like any type of, I mean, what are you going to do? An NBA holdout or something? Like it's kind of, yeah, it's,
Yeah. I'll just read this quick little blurb. Jalen Duren has been out of the cards for Sacramento from the very beginning. They had interest there, of course, but there's never going to be a sign and trade that Detroit would have been willing to function. And we're still getting intel, still receiving word out of Detroit that the Pistons have zero interest in playing ball in any sign and trade scenarios. So
yeah,
at this point, it's like you coming back for 9 million, or you're coming back for whatever they offered them. Come back for 9 million and being your own free agent next year, or you're coming back for what and signing whatever that you got offered to you and you getting in the gym. What one?